Good morning. We're going to talk a little bit about disruptors in the insurance industry. I think a lot of people are familiar with the changes that are going on, having to do with everything from self-driving vehicles, telematics, different ways customers look to interact with their insurance company, the desire perhaps to do more things with artificial intelligence. I mean, the list goes on and on. I think the interesting thing that we're going to explore here is what are the implications of these changes for the risk function? How should the company conduct its enterprise risk management with these changes in the offing? And they are risks to the company because, in effect, we all know that these things are going to happen. We don't know when. We don't know the exact implication of these things. But I think it's something we know we need to deal with now. So how should the risk department prepare itself? What sorts of things should the risk department do now in light of these strategic implications and disruptions going on in the industry? We think there are three things that companies should be giving consideration to. Number one, we think stress testing, which is a tool that companies use now already, but perhaps don't rely on as much as other tools, in particular economic capital. We think that emphasis may shift, and I think companies would be wise to give more consideration to how they could use stress testing effectively to think about and deal with and plan for these disruptions to their industry. Second, we think model risk management, which is a relatively new development in the insurance industry, has been around for a while in banking, has been around a bit in insurance, but is now becoming very formalized. We think the emphasis on the types of models that companies emphasize in their model risk management, to validate in their model risk management activities, is going to shift. And they should start thinking now about what that shift would look like, what types of models become, in effect, more important in this kind of disrupted environment. Third point is diversification, and we'll talk a little bit about what that means, but it really is thinking about if a business has a variety of different risks, how do those risks come together? Do they offset each other? Do they aggregate to something worse than the total? Most companies are looking for some type of diversification from their different risks so that they can make most effective use of that capital. And in this new environment, we think getting your arms around understanding diversification is going to be that much more important.